Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. A lot of you guys like the do's and don'ts in August, so here's the do's and don'ts of September. Got the question, can I jump start my Harley-Davidson? Yes, but don't. Try to jump start your motorcycle like you do your car. Do not have the car or truck running. Big horror story here up in Durham, North Carolina. A guy was on the side of the road. He lost his battery power or whatever, or he was at a motel. That's right. And he called AAA, and AAA tow truck came, and the guy brought out his jumper cables, and the tow truck was running when he tried to start it. Fried every piece of electric on that motorcycle. Do not try to jump start your Harley-Davidson with a car running. Car not running, okay. Dead battery not being run, you can do it. Now, next question is, can I jump start my Harley-Davidson through my battery tender? No, do not try to jump start your motorcycle through the battery tender. Do you see the difference in cables? This cannot handle what this can handle. So do not try to jump start with the battery tender. But that does bring me over to, do use a battery tender. All right, here's a don't. Don't leave your motorcycle in the garage for you service guys. Thank you for your service, but you're serving for 6 months away, and don't have your significant other go out to the garage and start your motorcycle once a week. Don't do that. The starting process draws the most amperage and the most power out of your motorcycle, and just having it idle does not put it all back. It's slowly going to deteriorate your battery. Use a battery tender, and battery tenders have come a long way. Here's an early one that was 0.750 amps. This barely could keep a Sportster going. This will not keep a dresser, a modern dresser going, because of the infotainment center draws way too much more than this. So we use a 3 amp, I use a 5 amp, and here's the brand new battery tender that I have purchased. And the reason I like this new battery tender is because it has a recovery mode. It has a recovery mode. So let's just say you have 2 or 3 motorcycles in your garage, and one doesn't get all the love that it should with the battery tender, and it gets down below 11, 10 volts. You can hook this up, put it on recovery. It's going to take a while, but it will slowly bring the voltage back up to your battery and save you spending over $100 to get another battery. So the new battery tender is definitely worth its weight in gold when it comes to saving you money, so do use a battery tender. When you're working on your motorcycle, do not put a bolt in that has old Loctite, especially this Harley-Davidson yellow. I don't know where they get this Loctite, but this Loctite stuff is like rock, and if you put more on top of it and put it in, it will give you a false torque reading. Take the time, brush off as much as possible. If you can get it totally clean, great. Then apply just a small amount of Loctite and put it in. I work on a lot of the older motorcycles, 1970s and 80s, and people have been putting Loctite, and not cleaning it, and it fills the hole where the bolt won't go all the way in. And then I have to clean out the hole before I can put the bolt in and save the threads, because on aluminum primary, if you keep filling it with Loctite and you keep putting it in, it's going to start pulling threads out. So don't put a bolt in that has old Loctite on it. Take it off and put new Loctite on, and you'll get a better together. One of the final don'ts is don't bring out the biggest wrench you got to take a lens off of a turn signal. All Harley-Davidson turn signals have a little secret. If you rotate this around and look for it, there's a notch. Use a flat tip screwdriver, put it in, and twist. Hey, look at that. Easy as pie to get the lens cover off. You didn't scratch it up, and you can get your bulb out real quick. So do use the proper tool. Don't use a big pliers to get this nice little plastic piece off. Hope you like this September's do's and don'ts. Keep your suggestions coming in to Doc Harley. I'm Doc Harley. I'll see you next week.